Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
In our last class, we were talking about Selenium IDE, the different features in Selenium IDE. How the file menu, different menus in Selenium IDE, and the table view of Selenium IDE, log, what else, reference, some menus, some options in Selenium IDE. We have discussed these things. See here, this is the IDE. We discussed about this particular part, command target value. The same thing here. We discussed about this find, and we discussed about log reference, and then we discussed about these features except these two, and we have discussed about all the menus. Okay, and it's recording also. Now today we are going to discuss about Selenium commands. Once that is done, we will discuss about the things that we left here. We left these two and this UI element rollup, and one of the 5 things we left in this tool. Okay. We have to discuss about these things. Okay. Yeah. There is something called IDE context menu in Selenium. If you observe here, this is the application. This is one of the applications that I have opened. In this application, actually, we can cover so many different scenarios. That is the reason I have opened. Here, the different scenarios means when you keep your mouse here, it is giving these kind of options. This is called as mouse over. If you want to replicate the same thing in QTP, it will be a bit difficult. But whereas in Selenium, it is very easy. Okay, I was talking about revolutionary UI, right? Revolutionary UI, the latest trends of web application is very different. So this is one of them. Okay, so when you keep your mouse here, it is just giving this automatic list out. Mouse over. Okay, the same kind of step. If you want to repeat from QTP, it will be very difficult. Okay, in Selenium it is easy. This is one of the example I'm just saying. Okay, so that is the reason I took this example, this application. This talks about all the different loans. Okay, yeah. Now where is this IDE? Yeah, we have Selenium IDE open, right? Now if you observe here, I'm just right clicking here. Can you observe something called open as that show all available commands? Can you observe here? Show all available commands. Now let me do one thing. Let me close this Selenium IDE. Okay. Now give a minute. Why Assertion is giving thing is open? Yeah. See here. Now let me right click here. Can you observe here? There is nothing. If you observe here, there was an option available comments. Okay, now that option is not available. Can you see that? Why? Because Selenium IDE is closed. Okay. Now let me open again Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE. Now let me right click here. You can observe this number of options have been changing here. Okay. There are something called show available commands. It is showing these commands. This is called as context menu. Okay. So it means we can insert, we can have, we can say some commands. Say here, I'm saying verify title loans. So it has generated one line of code here, verify title. Okay. So this when your Selenium IDE is open, okay, if you right click on your screen, you can see some set of commands. Okay. This is called as context menu. Okay. This is about context menu. Now let us discuss about commands, IDE commands. Here in higher level, we have 4 types of commands. However, in Selenium IDE, if you look into this, there will be 300 plus commands will be there. Okay, there will be 300 plus commands will be there. Out of these 300 plus commands, while learning, we have categorized into 4 main types of commands and some special commands. Okay, now we are going to learn about these. When you learn these things, you will almost learn almost everything. Okay, here when you learn about these 4 types, here one is verify commands. Assertion commands. Wait for commands. And 4th one is store commands. Okay. So this we can also call as synchronization commands. Okay. Yeah. Verify commands means, for example, if you look into our previous example, we don't have anything. Yeah, let me take one thing. Say in Gmail, I have enter username. So here enter username which is not exist. Say my test case is talking about which is not exist. Okay. Enter password. Click on sign in. Okay. My expectation is it should throw an error. Okay. Because we entered username which is not exist. That is the reason here my expectation is error should appear. Okay. So here if I use a command, say after this, say this is the send email scenario. Gmail, send email. Okay. Once this is done, I want to click on compose email and mention this to what we say, to field, subject field, body, and then click on send button. Okay. So this is the scenario that we wanted to automate, but however, say I'm mentioning that here we are going to enter a username which is not exist. Okay, our expectation is to get an error. Okay, suppose verify command means this set of commands, verify commands will verify this message is presented in the application or not. Okay. Here, if you observe here, when I am trying to, let me delete these two just to avoid confusion. Observe here, I am saying command here. Observe here, verify. If you observe here, it is listed out so many commands here. You can just observe here. So that is the reason I am saying one of the categories verify. Okay. So apart from that, verify alert not present. Verify alert means alert whether alert is there or not. Okay, we are expecting that alert should be there. Here, verify alert not present. Here we are expecting that alert is not presented. Okay, like this there will be so many commands on verify. You can observe here. Okay, generally we will look for element present or element not present. See here, verify element not present. Here element means which can be anything. Okay, that is the reason most of the times we use in verify commands, verify element present, verify element not present. Okay, here see verify element present. So however you can find, if you observe here, there are so many commands available on verify. Okay, so these are all commands have the proper one thing called, it will verify whether a particular option is there or not. Let me complete assertion, then you will understand the clear understanding of verify also. Okay, so if it is verify, what will happen? Your script will verify this. Okay, it will done. It will verify. After it will verify, it will try to perform this step. Okay, now let me talk about assertion. Yeah. In assertion, say you use one command. If that command is got failed, say you are saying verify element not present something. Okay, you are saying that you are verifying that this error message is you are expecting error message. Okay, or you are expecting actually compose email. Okay, you are expecting compose email. Instead of compose email, say it throw an error. Okay. In assertion, what will happen? You are expecting compose email, but in your application instead of compose email, it is basically throwing error here. So here the assertion got failed on compose email. Assertion got failed on compose email. If assertion shows a wrong result, assertion will be done here. Assertion will be done on this object. I mean to say, it will done on this object, and it will stop here itself. The basic difference between assertion and verification is simple. Actually, I made it a bit complicated, but it is very simple. Verify command, it is verifies the commands irrespective of whether it is pass or fail. It will continue. Okay, verifies and irrespective of pass or fail, it will continue. Okay, but assertion verifies and continues if it is pass only. Okay. So assertion command is something like if it is pass, then only it will continue with the next line. Otherwise, it will stop there itself. But verify is not. That is the basic difference. This is very, very, very important with respect to interview. Okay. In Selenium IDE, I can say this is one of the most frequent interview questions that we can come across. Okay. I think I have some questions. However, as we come across one question, okay, difference between verification and assertion. Okay, what is the difference? What is meant by verification and what is meant by assertion? What is the main difference? Okay, there is a difference. It verifies, and irrespective of whether it is pass fail, it will continue with the next step. But it will not. If it is pass, then it will continue. Otherwise, it will not. Okay. When we should use verification and when we should assertion, generally assertion will be used in terms of navigation. Navigation here it means from one page to the other page. Here this is a login page, right? Till this point it is a login page. Then it is a this page, inbox page, right? So whenever you are going to perform some step in the next page, basically it is better to validate whether that page is appeared or not. Okay. So in terms of navigations, generally we will use assertion. If the page is not coming up, we will stop our step there itself. Okay. So the question is here, when we should use verify, when we should assertion means, it depends on your scenario. Say if one verification is failed, if we feel that if it is failed, there is no use of continuing. In this example, say your login is get failed. In that case, it is no use if you continue your execution, right? Because your login failed, there is no meaning in continuing the compose email functionality because your login itself is failed. Okay, in this case, it is better to use assertions. Okay, basically you have to understand that thing. Okay, when we should use verify, when we should assertion. The hint is it's better to use assertions when you have navigations or when you have a dependency. Like if your login is failed, there is no use of continuing your compose email. In this case, it is better to use assertions. Okay. This is about verification and assertions. Okay. Now let us talk about wait for. However, let us see these commands. Yeah, I was showing this verify commands, right? Yeah. These are the verify commands. In similar way, when you press assert, it will give all these assert commands. Okay, these are all commands which are on assertion. Again, here also we will use assert element present, assert element not present. Okay, so element not present, assert element present. These are the two commands generally we use. Okay. Now let us talk about the next set of commands. Wait for commands. The name itself is saying wait for commands. Okay, which are nothing but synchronization commands. Yeah. Again, this also we generally use in general in conjunction. Here, not only wait, there will be something called click and wait also will be there. See here. Again, the same thing, wait for alert, wait for alert present. So generally we use this wait for, when you perform click operation and something is getting refresh in your application, we'll use wait for. So this, what will happen, it will wait for basically that object to be get refreshed or the object to be get appear. Okay. Again, it also we generally use wait for element present or wait for element not present. Okay, so wait for is something like a synchronization command. When you perform some operation, Okay, it will basically wait for the next object to be appear. Okay, for example, now in this example, you clicked on username, you clicked on password. You entered as username, you entered password, you clicked on sign in. Okay, your expectation is compose email should be there. Okay, so it is taking some time. In that case, what we can do here, wait for element present compose email, so that it will wait till that compose email object is appeared. Okay, so of course it has some some timeout around after 30 seconds. It will throw an error, of course. Okay, so it will maximum, it will wait for 30 seconds. So wait for commands. These we can also call it as synchronization commands. Again, it also has some set of commands. Okay. Now let us talk about store commands. Store command basically which stores the information that we can retrieve some value from the application. For example, here let me explain about some example here. See here, I'm saying store. Let us to Google application. Let us try to enter some value here. Observe here. And variable is so if you observe here, store is a command. Store is a command. This is my search data. I want to enter automation testing here. So I'm mentioning this value here, and I'm saving this value in this variable. This is a variable name. Okay. So this automation testing is going to be saved here in search file. Now observe here. Now I'm going to say send keys, and I'm taking the locator of this particular object. Whose ID is this? So I'm taking this. Oh, I think that's in recording mode. That's the reason it is recorded. Okay, let me delete. Yeah, see here. Observe here. Previously, we were let me do one thing. Previously, we used send keys and locator, send keys, locator, and here we used to mention automation testing here, like this. Okay, let me execute only this command. How to execute only this command? I want to execute only this command. How should I execute? What should I do now if I want to execute only this command? Yeah, that is correct, Akila. Yes, if you right click here, there will be something called execute this command. Okay, or the other option is, as Akila said, we can double click on this. So I'm double clicking on this. If I double click this, it is entered automation testing here. Okay, let me go back here. No. Yeah. However, observe here. Now I'm removing this automation testing here. Okay. Now, if you observe here, I want to use this variable, this search for variable, in this line. So in that case, observe here the syntax for the use the variable that we have defined here. Syntax is $, flower basis, and variable name. Okay, so a variable name and flower basis. Okay, now let me execute this test case. See here. Okay, so the same thing is happening. So here basically we can save some value here using the store command. Okay, in similar way, if you observe here, there will be n number of again store commands. Okay, this store is normal store. this V. A store alert means it will store the it stores the alert information. Okay. Alert present means whether it is presented, or store alert means it will basically stores the alert title information. Okay, this stores the alert whether it is whether it is presented or not. It will store either true or false. It will store all the buttons information of all buttons information, all fields information. So like this, you have so many store commands. Okay. Generally, again here, we may use this, what we say, generally we may use store here, that's it. But however, in reality, Selenium IDE will not be used. Okay. Yeah. These are 4 sets of commands. Okay. Verify, assertion, wait for, store. So basically, which covers almost almost all the commands. Okay, but however, we took some special commands here to discuss. So now let us discuss special commands now. Okay. So now we were discussing about these 4 types. Okay, and synchronization commands are nothing but this wait for commands. Okay, here I was just saying wait for elements, okay, which is nothing but synchronization commands are nothing but wait for commands. Okay, now let us discuss about these special commands. Okay, now let us discuss about these special commands. After that, we'll discuss about what we cannot record here. Okay, after that, we'll discuss about the the sections that we left in our previous class. Okay.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website h2kinfosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.